Hello and welcome to Steve's Backyard Bonsai. This is one of my 11 Dawn Redwoods which I put in pond baskets at the early spring. I had done a trunk chop on these and then I took them out of the nursery baskets they were in and put them in pond baskets. I took them to my club meeting, the August club meeting, and I had given one of these trees to a club member, Ralph. And he brought his in, I brought one in, and we were trying to figure out if they were ready to prune, where to prune them to. And this was just 2 weeks ago, and neither one of us had any bright ideas on where and when to prune. We had seen videos on the subject, talked about it in previous club meetings, but they didn't seem ready. Today I'm seeing the signs that they are ready. So I'm going to go and prune them up so that I could be a little bit more comfortable about it, making a video. I pruned one up off camera. And here it is. I'll zoom up on it. Okay, so this is the aftermath of the pruning. I'm hoping you can see this because I know the background is bad. It would be a little too hot to do this in the greenhouse. It's windy today. I put paper towel around where I think the microphone is on the iPad. And I'm hoping that keeps the wind noise down because it is breezy. I apologize in advance. I'm going to stand up. You won't be able to see my face, but you will be able to see this. Well, you know what? I remembered there was a caterpillar on my other Dawn Redwood, so I got to get that off while I'm thinking about it. I'll show you him. There he is. All right, so what I tried to do is painstakingly go in and cut alternate branches where possible. My observations about Dawn Redwoods is that they grow in a flame pattern. So I'm going to wire these branches up closer to the trunk. I'm going to straighten out the apex. And I'm going to do that to all the trees, all 11. I'll let you see me do it on this one. I'll do the wiring in time lapse, but I'll just come back and show you the outcome later on. I'm going to start placing branches from the top down. First, I want to place the apex. That's kind of holding. Got to terminate this wire. I don't always have an easy time doing. First branch, the concept that I want is that it flows up and then a little out. And I want that on all the branches. Up and a little out. This is what I see when I look at a Dawn Redwood growing in nature. Up and a little out. This one already was taken on that form. Up and a little out. Now, I don't even know if all of these branches are going to survive the winter. You know, with a Dawn Redwood, they lose their needles. This wire will come off early next spring. Definitely by April, when this is leafing out. And I think it should hold. These two branches look kind of funny together, but I don't want to lose this one. I got a big space there. So maybe I'll have this come out a little bit more and kind of go up there. All right, so that's got the shape I'm looking for. And of course, when the new growth comes out, I'll prune away what, oh, this branch looks like it broke. Just take it away. All right, so this is what I've got to do on all of the trees. I don't know if I'll bore you with the process. I might just show you a random sampling. But these are going to be in a forest setting, and I'd like them to all be flame shaped. All right, I'm going to move on to number 2. And I don't all want them to be the same height. I don't want them all to be the same height, is what I mean. Noise is not too terrible. So with the other one, I started at the bottom. I do want to see trunks on these trees. And of course I'll straighten them all. So I'm trimming the very immature leaves, and these fronds They are leaves until they decide to turn into branches. And that's what you got to be looking for. Ones that the tree has decided it was going to invest in. Put energy towards developing. There are really no good low branches on this tree yet. Maybe one. And it's at a good spot. And I'll go in time lapse for this part as well. All right, as you can see, I've taken quite a bit off of this tree. The branches are a little too delicate to wire, with the exception of this one. And I think I am going to wire this one up and out and up again to kind of get that flame shape going. The apex, it's got to start a brand new apex here. I had chopped it here, and this was just a stick in the pot. I had chopped it here, and all of this was this season's growth. So I'm going to proceed to do all of the other trees like this one. I'll wire up this branch like these two, and get them on the ground for winter. I think that should be enough. I'll put some mulch around them, and that will be that. Alright, so that I'm going to use. This is, I think, 1.5 or no, this is 1 mil. I don't think I need to use much more than this. This just has to go around the tree, and I'll terminate it around a reasonable branch. Maybe I won't even terminate it. get it going around. That should do. Support the bottom of that branch for the first turn. Trying to avoid any buds that I see. Always easy. I'm trying to make it loose, even though I am going to remove this pretty early in the season. And let me get this up. And now. These I think are just too weak to wire. I did some that were that weak on the other tree. And I'm not worried about the wind taking this or anything at this point. I do want to get some shoe goo right there on that wound. That was a pretty big competing leader. All right, that should do it. There are also bud points on the trunk down here that I'm hoping take off. All right. Okay, a little bit of interference here. Coming off. All right, I will do the rest of these trees and come back to you when they're all done. And just to show the contrast, here's one of the trees I just did, and these are the trees that still need doing.